It's week 2 of the NFL, and the spotlight is on Najee Harris. He was terrific a week ago, well over 100 yards and several stops in the end zone. It's the Broncos and the Chargers on Thursday night primetime.
Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step over and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Murray going to throw. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Show a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Turner. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The Chargers at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And this will be quite a start for them if they can win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out of the gate, but the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
He'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll run on first down. Turner. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Second down and goal. Murray. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And I think that even after a decade in the NFL, he doesn't get enough credit for not just his consistency, but his brilliant play and leadership as well. He's won a Super Bowl in Seattle. He's led his team to another Super Bowl opportunity also in Seattle. His numbers are always terrific, almost always in the Pro Bowl, and all his team does is win. This guy's a natural leader.
On target to his man, Likely. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
First carry for Najee Harris. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw is on target to Likely. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Now it's Wilson. And complete to Drake London. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And picked up by the Chargers.
And this is one of the dangers of letting your quarterback run the football. Now, look, he goes through ball security drills just like a running back does. But most of the time, the quarterback swings the ball away from his body. And in traffic, sometimes they forget to protect it.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
That's Tunyon bringing in the quick throw. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Murray now. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. On the draw, it's Gibson. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Murray's throw pulled in by Atwell here. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Murray off play action. And that will be caught, but out. Zone says the field judge, it's ruled incomplete. They'll try and run for it. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield. And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right? Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment, but first...
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. And the Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter play. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Wilson's throw taken in by London. And some space here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. Again, it's Harris. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Murray. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup of 38. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and goal. Murray to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tutu Atwell. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll start the drive with Harris. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Najee Harris with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And what was impressive to me is not just how much he wanted it, but how he fashioned it. I mean, he was shedding tacklers left and right, evading tacklers left and right. And when you think about the energy it takes to ward guys off, that's really impressive. He still managed to keep his balance and turn this into a fantastic run.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Turner. That second down play, and that's a -4. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
That's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
93 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On third down, Wilson. Got his man. It's London. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Throws right back to London, complete again. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
Ball start.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on their defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he returns this to the 22. So the Chargers now down 17-14. And time, a huge factor. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Open man is Atwell, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Now Murray's got to have this one. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Powers through him. He'll take it inside the 25. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Obviously, Charles, such an important well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong 2nd half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before the season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the 2nd and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw, Murray. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Broncos, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And
It's Week 15 of the 2023 season, and we've got the Seahawks rocket arm quarterback.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Walker now on 1st and 10. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 15 carries, 66 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Seahawks at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Well, that's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that. Why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. From the gun, it's Walker. Down to the 42, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. No, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play.
The credit to the defense. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Out of the gun, Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. On 2nd down, it's Walker. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Back to Walker on 1st down. Room here to run. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. Now Gino on 1st down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, here's Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have cut it back. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Geno out to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
They weren't able to
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot here before break. Smith. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our... Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Geno Smith getting ready to go again here. Looking to take much.
Ready, hit!
On first down, it's Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, first down. To the air again, Smith. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. On first down, Smith. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first and 10, Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Caught on the slant. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
The line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. So now things get interesting on third and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more?
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards taking it in from a yard out. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker in the Seattle offense. And the numbers for him pretty solid, really. He's run it well. He's caught it pretty well, but they're still far behind the 8 ball on the scoreboard.
Not able to use his talents, as you noted, to narrow the gap in the scoreboard. Sometimes it's a bend but don't break, right? He gets his yardage. That's cool, but it's not paying off on the scoreboard. They're not getting the points necessary. And if you're a defensive team, you'll give up that yardage for the kind of lead they have.
That's what I was going to ask you. Sometimes you say, let this guy do his thing. Let's control what we can control elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Take away the rest of the guys. Don't let them hurt you as well. But the biggest one is they've contained him well enough that they've been able to increase their lead.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say they've made some questionable decisions.
Charles, a lot of happy faces.
It's Week 17 of the National Football League, and we've got the Seahawks' rocket-armed quarterback, as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Seahawks and the 49ers, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Smith on first down. And his throw is incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. To throw on 2nd and 10. Smith. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now Gino. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Smith throwing again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.